Today we're going to talk about the new Invisible Man movie starring Elisabeth Moss, so let's get started. Hey everybody, my name is Justin. I love to watch movies. If you guys love to watch movies too, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming videos. I'm so excited to talk about one of my most anticipated movies of this year, The Invisible Man, directed by Leigh Whannell and starring Elisabeth Moss. The Invisible Man is one of my favorite Universal classic monsters, so I was really excited to see this movie, and the trailer really sold me on this film, and I was not ready for how suspenseful and how good this movie was. Elisabeth Moss plays Cecilia, and she leaves an abusive relationship from her boyfriend Adrian, who's paranoid that he is going to find her after she escapes, but finds out that he had killed himself. But she feels his presence where she is living and convinces herself that he is invisible. Right away, even with the opening credits of this film, it was so suspenseful. I haven't felt this intense in a movie in a long time. The movie really catches you right away with its opening credits and never letting go of those suspenseful moments. The beginning of the film tells you a lot about Elisabeth Moss's situation with her boyfriend without actually telling you anything. It tells you so much about her predicament, where she is, how she is feeling. She's paranoid, she's scared, she wants out of that situation. And Leigh Whannell does a great job of capturing those moments of intensity and without telling you anything, without them speaking. And from there on, every single scene is just so suspenseful, because what makes the Invisible Man movie so terrifying, and the original one as well, is the unknown. You don't know where this guy is. He is invisible. So you could be walking and then you could run into him. And that's what makes this film so terrifying, is that unknown of where is Adrian. You don't know where he is. He could grab you at any moment. And Elisabeth Moss is so paranoid within this film. But as the movie progresses, she becomes more confident in herself to handle the situation if people do not believe her. So Elisabeth Moss gives a really good performance. Right away, she showed me that she was paranoid, but as the movie progressed, she became more confident, which I really liked her in this role. The score for this movie is truly terrifying. The scenes that involve Adrian being invisible with Cecilia really elevate the scene with its music. And I saw it in IMAX, and often it is very loud and captures the intensity of those scenes. This was a film that I was on the edge of my seat for most of it. It's not a film that has really any upbeat moments. There is maybe one or two where you kind of get a glimpse of her happiness, but it's quickly taken away by Adrian's presence. There's a scene in the middle of the movie where she knows that he is invisible and she is being attacked. We see it in the trailers. It is a truly terrifying sequence. This is not a scary horror film. It is more of an intense, suspenseful film that really captures its tone and its atmosphere really early on. Even with the title sequence, it's terrifying. And then from there on, it never lets go. The atmosphere is always chilling. The tone is always dark. This is a movie that never lets you go up until the very last scene. I was fully not expecting to love The Invisible Man as much as I did. It is a truly remarkable film. It's a classic. It's one of these films that I'm going to watch every Halloween and have it with the lights off and be scared still, because this movie is just truly suspenseful with some really good performances. There is so many times in the movie you have to just listen to it. Another thing what I did appreciate about this movie is that sometimes it's really silent and you could hear certain things going on, like where is he? So you have to pay attention to the sound as well. And there's times where Leigh Whannell lets the scenes linger and you get a wide shot of the scene and it doesn't move or doesn't edit, and you just see kind of things move around. So you have to pay attention to a lot within this movie. Listen very closely to the sound as well, because it adds a lot to the movie. this movie just does it all. This is a classic film, and I can't wait to see it again. It's a movie that I wasn't expecting to enjoy as much as I did. And there are so many twists within this movie. There's so many scenes that you were not expecting. The Invisible Man is right now my favorite film of 2020, and it's only February, but I could see this movie being in the top 10 at the end of the year. I mean, I was amazed at how much work went into this movie. And I'm going to go ahead and give The Invisible Man an A. Thank you guys for checking my review for The Invisible Man. Stay tuned this weekend. I got a ranking video for all of The Invisible Man movies. So stay tuned for that. My name is Just Watch Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.